Hey guys, it's Chris here with the Spartan Shadows podcast. Just coming at you post game MSU victory, 1-0 on the season, I guess. Best way to describe that. Win's a win. Did not look the greatest at all times, but so I thought there were some good things and some bad things to take away for sure. Rory here, special guest with me. So, the final score tonight, 23-6 over the Western Michigan Broncos. A couple positives I had from the game today, just my thoughts. First and foremost, the defense. The defense was smothering at times. We were able to get a consistent pass rush. I know it's Western, it's not, Ohio State or Penn State, but we were able to get to the quarterback. Secondary, I think, played well. A couple of mistakes at times, just on some positioning things. But overall, I think they played well. Linebackers, I thought, did really well too. Jordan Hall had an outstanding game. Was a very effective blitzer. Did decent in some coverage. Led directly to the safety the defense got. So multiple plus plays for him. And like I said, I thought the defense was great. They didn't allow any points. The 6 points Western scored came on a pick six late in the game from Alessio Milivojevic. Other positives I had, I guess, we'll go moving over to the offensive side of the ball. Amari Kelly emerged a legitimate receiver number 2. I think he's a great weapon for Aiden Childs to offset Nick Marsh. He was today's leading receiver, 7 catches, I believe, 75 yards. He looked outstanding. Mekhi Frazier over 100 yards rushing today. He was outstanding at times too. Brandon Tellis also looked really good. And Elijah Toliver actually had some good moments too. So the running backs I thought looked pretty well. Looked pretty good, I should say. Ryan Eckley, punter, of course, proved today why he's one of the best, if not the best punters in the country. Had multiple kicks pinned down on the 1 yard line, led directly to the safety. The defense had one time, almost had a second one in the second quarter. Was very close to getting that. So shout out to him. Some negatives from today. I thought the offensive line struggled with pass protection for most of the game. The offense looked really good in the first half as a whole, but it started to struggle. We came out in the second half, and unfortunately, the Western defensive line, particularly the defensive tackle, I can't think of his name off the top of my head right now. I apologize. Dame, can't remember his last name. I apologize. He wreaked havoc. Had a forced fumble, was running after Aiden on multiple plays. So some struggles there that needs to be cleaned up, which I think it can be. At times also, I thought there were some untimely penalties, a couple of false starts, a couple of holds that really set the offense back and led to some punting situations. So I know it's the first game that stuff happens, but you'd like to see that cleaned up too. So and then the other negative I had just in general was the offense kind of letting their foot off the gas in the second half. I thought the play calling was pretty conservative. I understand you're not trying to show too much, but there's a fine line with that and also just not being effective. Some miscommunications. The offense stalled several times in the second half, and that stuff needs to be cleaned up because you can get away with it against teams like Western, but when you get into the meat of the Big Ten play, that's going to potentially cost you games. So overall, like I said, encouraging game. I was really impressed by the defense. That's probably my biggest takeaway. So if that continues to translate, MSU is going to be able to be in most games. We're just going to have to clean up some inconsistencies on the offensive side of the ball. Aiden Childs, I thought, looked sharp for the first half. Things got a little choppy in the second half, but I thought his decision-making overall was a lot better. He took some big hits and stayed in. He had a little injury scare, but looks like he's okay. I'm sure we'll get more on that soon. Of course, follow Emmett. He's going to be covering everything with the press conferences here shortly, so make sure to follow him, and he'll give us more up-to-date stuff as soon as he knows with everything. So, good win for the Spartans. We'll take it. Like I said, a win's a win. Moving on to Boston College, 1-0. So now we got some revenge to go after for next week. So overall, can't complain, I guess, too much, but we'll see. We'll see what this leads to, and I'm excited. And overall, good night. So thanks guys for tuning in, and go green.